And yeah, I'd like to continue on with Michael Sims from Bell Laboratories, our sponsor for today, and he's going to be talking about a new product, I believe, the EVO Tunnel. So yeah, it'd be great for me to hear a bit about that as well, Michael. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Natalie. No problem at all. Just want to say a quick thank you to yourself and BPCA for everything you're doing with holding these webinars. It's definitely great. This moment in time is it's a difficult time for everybody at the moment, obviously being in lockdown and things like that. So yeah, we're getting there when it comes to normality. So yeah, thank you. Okay, let me just share my screen for you guys. Okay, thank you again, Natalie. Thanks to everyone for tuning in today. My name's Michael Sims. I'm the UK area manager for Bell Laboratories. I'll be doing a short presentation for you today on our new trap, which is the PROTECTA EVO Tunnel. Please feel free to ask any questions. As Natalie said, I'll do my best to answer them at the end, and we can move on from there. So the new PROTECTA EVO Tunnel is a tamper-resistant trap station, which is a versatile and economical way to protect traps at your accounts. On the second slide here. So on here, you can see that our trap is situated inside the tunnel here. You've got two traps, so there are Trapper T-Rex traps, which slide into these stations, and they are tightly secured into the station, so they won't be able to be removed unless you go in and stringently take them out. It also accommodates a number of other products as well, which we use, and other suppliers that use in the field. So we'll come on to that shortly in a second. That's just some of the points that I'll be covering today. Obviously, it's the EVO Tunnel. So again, you've got the EVO key, which is a very easy way of using stations and the trap tunnel, which we've got. It holds two T-Rex traps in the tunnel, as you can see there in the picture. It's an economical way to protect traps. Obviously, it's quite a hazardous product to use in the field, catching people out when it comes to putting their fingers in traps and so on, that sensitive accounts. Yeah, got to be quite careful with using these products. So yeah, this is a way around using these products. I'll show you some more pictures in a second, but obviously this product you can use horizontally and vertically. You can tie them to fences and pipes where you can see rodent activity. You can use cable ties, any wire mesh to keep them secured against a fence, or any pipes that you can where you can see activity. They've got a long, low profile, so a lot of these guys in the US are using these in between grain silos where they can see rodent activity, and they can fit tightly in between these type of products. I was speaking with a guy the other day who was using them on warehouse beams in an agricultural warehouse. So yeah, it's a number of ways that you can use this product and get good results from it. You can use it indoors and outdoors. I'll come on to the NAWAC welfare standards in a second. You can use this product indoors and outdoors. And that's just the list of products that you can use with the EVO Tunnel. So you can use the Mini Rex mouse traps, which we provide, and the Trapper Max glue boards and the Trapper Mouse glue trays, which securely fit into the bait station as well. So looking at some of these pictures, a lot of these guys are using them. They're quite, as I said previously, they're quite a low and discreet profile. It provides a tamper-resistant coverage on a variety of rat and mouse traps. You can fit in there two Trapper T-Rex rat snap traps. And what they actually do, I can demonstrate this in a second after my presentation. They actually fit securely into the tunnel, which is great. Obviously, you can use that trap then horizontally, as you can see there. This guy was using it against a pipe here. It's obviously secured to fences as well, where they can see rodent activity. And it's designed to catch rodents on the run. And knowledge of how and where to use these traps, they can make and break your IPM. So it's always good to see if you can see this activity within your accounts and start using them. You can get great results from it. As we well know, rodents aren't limited to where they can travel. They're excellent climbers. So again, you can see there on the right-hand side, a guy is obviously seeing rodent activity there, of rats and mice climbing up the fence. So he's obviously cable tied that to the fence there. Just be careful, obviously, when using the mini Rex with the tunnel. They don't actually fit in securely, but the rat traps do, so they can fit in there. They're also great swimmers as well, and they can gnaw through any type of material. So it's always good to just bear that in mind. Another good point with the Evo tunnel, it's as I said previously, it's got the Evo key, so it's not stringent for the a pest controller to actually monitor their accounts, where there's numerous of these tunnels around. It can be quite stringent with tricky keys, whereas the Evo key, I think we've designed a great key there, where it's very easy to open and close boxes with that key. You can see on the top of the box here, they obviously have got some little divots there on the top of the tunnel and within the top here, so you can stack these tunnels on top of each other. It's obviously quite difficult with pest controllers walking around with big lumpy bait stations, which is in the market, which we provide as well. So yeah, I think this offers an easy to carry station when you're using numerous of these stations at your accounts. Again, you can see here that our guy here was using our tunnel here on an outdoor use and also an indoor use as well. We've also got to just be wary of where we're actually placing these. Can they be removed? So you've got the possibility of using your cable ties or any wired mesh to keep these secured. You can put it in a vertical or horizontal position, just bearing in mind that you can only use those in a vertical position when you're using the T-Rex rat traps. So by using this product, you obviously got to look for signs. Pest controllers, they know exactly where they should be using or placing traps. So if there's a way that you can use traps, but you're slightly worried about obviously people seeing any rodents or getting their fingers trapped in traps, the tunnel obviously offers great coverage for that. You can see in that picture there that one of our customers was using it in quite a busy area when it comes to the hospitality sector. So yeah, it looks like there was rodents running up and down this run here, so there was a good opportunity for this customer to use our tunnel by placing in the tunnel just here, try and capture some mice. This is just a picture here of how you can secure the tunnel to the pipes. Obviously looks great. It's quite a low coverage there. Our customer who was using this, he had activity where they were running across pipes. As I mentioned previously, our customer the other day that we visited, he had a large visible sign of rodent activity within an agricultural warehouse. There was obviously visible signs of rodent activity, so he was using these on the warehouse beam, securing them to that beam to ensure that he was getting full coverage of where they were active. This is our extra products that we have in the field. So this is our Trapper mouse glue trays, and we've also got on the right-hand side there our Trapper Max glue boards. So these are actually glue boards that you can use within this product, the Evo Tunnel. These actually fit inside the tunnel securely, so you can obviously use those vertically and horizontally if you were to need to. We've had great results with it. Obviously, you've got the protection there of using glue boards. So yeah, it's obviously a bit of a subject that's being talked about a lot when it comes to glue boards at the moment. So we're just making sure that we can use these traps economically and protecting them as much as we can for you. So this is some of the products that people are using with the tunnel. Obviously, mice, they obviously need access to water. So a guy here is obviously using one of our mini Rex traps there on the left-hand side, and a bit of a water feed there for the mice. So it's great to be able to attract rodents when it comes to any sort of feed or water that they require. So try and get them comfortable with the trap, and then obviously removing the trap, removing the water and adding in a trap is possible for you to do. This is something we're quite proud of when it comes to the PROTECTA EVO Tunnel, and you are using it in tandem with the Trapper T-Rex trap. The result is a system that meets stringent NAWAC animal welfare standards established in New Zealand, and these standards are also recognised around the world. What these standards actually they give advice on is obviously hunting and killing animals in a wild state. They also look at the welfare of animals in New Zealand, but of course this is also looked at and recognised around the world. This is just a quick introduction to some of the private labels that we can make available to some customers. We've got it available in high vis, or we can actually do a mold of your company logo on these tunnels. So that is available. If you were to look at doing that from Bell, it is a minimum order case of 84 case. A minimum order quantity of 84 cases. So just bear in mind that MOQ. There is 6 of these tunnels to a box, to a case. So just bear in mind those large MOQs and the lead times as well, because obviously we will manufacture that for you guys in America, where we manufacture a lot of our products. Just some bits, some last bits for you guys. I don't want to take up too much of your time. It's obviously a quick presentation on this product. I'm happy to answer any questions after. I think it's just some important bits here where we just need to consider the following. Is your trap secure to a surface? When you're using traps out in the field, are they in reach of non-targets? With the tunnel as well, we've obviously got to be quite careful looking at the insert of where the rodent inserts into that tunnel. You can get small fingers in there, so obviously probably not a good idea to use these at sensitive accounts such as schools or nurseries if you're using it. So just bear that in mind, guys. Is it set in the correct direction? So just making sure that is there any rodent activity? Is it being placed in that correct position? Just make sure that we're getting the trap station in the correct place. And could a rodent avoid coming into contact with your trap? So looking back at some of the points here, you can see here this guy's got it quite tight up into the corner, so they avoid from getting in behind this station here. When you're using outdoors, well, you can see again there's a bit of a gap here, so rodents could probably creep down into that underneath the tunnel. So yeah, just making sure that there's no other access for rodents to try and move within outside the tunnel. And then we can obviously get them going into the tunnel where we want them to go. Okay, guys, it's been short and brief. I've obviously left my email address there. With you guys letting you know when this is, if you want give me any feedback, appreciate your time. Thank you for listening. And yeah, if there's any questions, and I'll be happy to help.
Thank you, Michael. That was great. And said we've got one question actually. It seems like you must have covered all the important bits there. So
yep.
Not having too many questions is not a bad sign at all. So from Sinclair Walton. What are these boxes retailing at both for both rodents?
Okay. So we are retailing, so our main distributors within the UK are Kildare Chemicals and Barratine Environmental Health. So to find out any retailing prices, you'll need to contact them. They'll be happy to help. And obviously, if you wanted myself to come out and do some help you guys out with using these products, and yeah, I'm happy to do so.
Great, fabulous. I just had another question pop up actually, so that's good. So it's from Jihad. It's so Evo question mark. What does it mean? How many can it keep? The trap doesn't carry a warning sign. What bait is used? There's quite a few questions there in one. So let me. So Evo, what does that mean? Why Evo?
So Evo is our evolution range of products. If you look at our website, bellabs.com, there is a range of bait stations that we have when it comes to our Evo range. This is in fact our first trap station. So when it comes to the question of how many can it keep, it doesn't actually keep any rodents inside. It will obviously kill them going straight into the trap. So it doesn't actually keep any rodents inside.
There's two traps on each sort of end, isn't it? That's
it. Yeah. So yeah, you've got the option of using it on both ways. If you want to use a trap on one side or a glue trap on the other side, that's entirely up to the end user. Unfortunately, yeah, this isn't a bait station. This is a trap station. So we don't use bait within this. But obviously, if you look at our website, when it comes to our Evo range, there's plenty of products there that you can use and acquire from Kildare or Barratine when it comes to our Evo range.
Great. They mentioned about a warning sign and asking, did they need to carry a warning sign or anything like that?
Yeah, I mean, obviously on the top of our body, you've got the space here when it comes to putting in your logo, as I described there on the presentation. So you can put in, you can hold in a warning sign here. That's something that is available to you. To the pest controllers to put in, just to make people aware there is traps here and actually inside the tunnel. As I said in the presentation, just be a bit wary of where you're using these tunnels. You can quite easily get your fingers into the trap area. So small fingers or small hands could get into the tunnel. So just be wary of where you're using them.
Fabulous. We've got a couple more questions popping up, so that's good. Everybody's had a good think, and they've got those questions for you. So from when placed vertically, I think this question is more of a statement. So when they've placed them vertically, they've had aversion to them entering it, almost like there's no traction or something. So a bit more of a comment than a question, but do you find that maybe if they're vertical, we've had any feedback that that's not as effective?
Yeah, obviously in the US, as I said earlier, a lot of these guys are using them in between grain silos. You can see some of the pictures there where they are vertically. A lot of the guys in the US are using our Provoke gel to entice them into the tunnel a little bit more. So that's helped. I think it's just making sure it's in the right position. As I said, looking at where the rodents are active. Are they active? Are they going up vertically? Definitely. If you've got evidence there that that's happening, then give it a try. I'm more than sure you'll get results. But when it comes to trapping, I think you need some sort of attractant there. And when it comes to Provoke, then that's something that you can definitely use with that.
Great, site specific, as you say, assess what they're doing, where they're going, why they're going there, and adjust. Yeah,
that's it.
Great. So another question. Jonathan Walker here says he thought that rodents prefer to see the other end of the tunnel, yet those traps in that box seem to block the view. Is there any evidence that rats are more reluctant to go into this box in comparison to other ones that are out there on the market?
There's no evidence as yet. Obviously, you've got the option of just using one trap. You can do that with this. I think rodents, like Jonathan said there is a way that they do like seeing the other side of traps. But as I said in my presentation, is making sure that there's no other way for rodents to move alongside. They always like running alongside a surface, which is what they're used to. So to place something in here where they can run straight through and using that run, go straight through, then that's something that we've had good results on. Even when using 2 traps, as I said, you can use one of our Trapper Max glue traps, which is quite a flat trap, which goes in. So if you were to use just one trap going through, then they'd obviously see the other side. So I think there's a number of ways there you can juggle it quite a bit.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's, with any new product, whatever it is, I think trial and error, see if it works for you. Some people it will, some it won't. So I think it's a good idea to give it a go.
That's it. Yeah, I think being out in the field the last couple of weeks is I've just been trying to get the tunnel out there as much as I can, get people using it, just get some feedback. I've left my email there, so if any of you guys wanted me to come out and do the same with you, then just please let me know. I'm happy to do so. So just let me know.
Fabulous. Well, that's all the questions answered, Michael. I really appreciate that. That was great. And well done. Thank you very, very much.
Yeah, thank you, short and sweet. Thank you very much, guys.